Yo guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we want to explore Ruai, and you can see an exhauster. One thing about this area is that it's where the sewage is, like collectively Nairobi sewage is collected in this particular place or location, but I'm not sure about that location. But one thing for real, I've encountered a lot of exhausters passing by, so I don't know about the sewage, you know. But that's what it is. Once again, consider subscribing to the channel. Comment, feel free to comment, you know. A good day, man. So right about now we are in the residential areas of Ruai. You know, it's a Saturday, but I'm also understanding that you know, in Kenya school kids have closed school, so welcome back guys, consider subscribing. So one thing about Ruai is that I'm experiencing, or I kind of see, like a lot of exhausters, you know. I've always heard that all sewage in Nairobi gets to be drained in this particular location. I don't know if they have the whole ecosystem of doing sewerage rightly. Yeah, but that's what it is. All sewage in Nairobi gets to be handled in Ruai, you know. And you've heard about it, man. Like, we gotta flush you, and you'll find yourself in Ruai. We gotta flush you, and you might find yourself in Ruai. You can see exhausters. So, you know, we don't want to be vulgar, you know, maybe the YouTube policy, but you know, after urinating, after, you know, relieving yourself, man, you know, taking a shit, taking a piss, there is a likelihood or a higher chance that it finds itself flowing to Ruai, you know. So guys, if you've been to Samburu or Turkana, there's this plant. I don't know the name of this plant, but it's always kind of milky. It's always kind of milky sometimes. So that tells you that Ruai is some place that is very dry. Very dry. You can see some milk, precipitate, or I don't know how do you term this, but yeah, some milk from these plants. Just quite forgotten it, my geography, but if you know the name of the plant, feel free to comment. Feel free to educate us about the name of this particular plant. You can see this is an affluent residential area in Ruai, and people are living their own lives, gated communities. You can see there's a project ongoing over there. I don't know if you can see. Maybe if I come a little bit, there's a project over there. Yeah. I must commend the pavements are well done, at least as far as I have walked, the pavements have been fairly done. This I must commend, So this is Ruai for you. Ruai is along Kangundo Road. Kangundo Road is one of the major roads that takes you to Machakos, Machakos County, and Ruai happens to be a particular place or a town within Kangundo Road. You can see. This is a residential area. Residential area. Ruai is somewhere a hot place, or it has been within a hot place, you know, even as the population of the city has expanded, you know. As the population of the city has expanded, you find that it was a dry place, you know, and that's that, you know, thorns. Yeah. It's purported in mystic stories that, you know, thorns were put in the head of Christ, you know, Jesus, Yesu, you know. So Ruai, that's Ruai for you. You can see it's dusty. It's also dusty, you know. Yeah, you know, the consistency from Ukambani and Kajiado, very dry places. So I think as you maybe move from Ruai towards Kamulu, Joska, Malam, Talia, Koma, all the way to Kangundo, Tala, or the larger Machakos County, this will be the consistency, you know. If you've been to Kajiado, you know, Kitengela, this is the same consistency, you know, very harsh and dry place. But because the city has been expanding, man, you know, people have sought to reside in these particular places, you know. There's nothing impossible, you know. So humans will always adapt, and they'll always find a way, you know. Good residents over there. It's a residential area, you can see, and some acquisitions are very big, you know, in that property like this has already been fenced, you know. Such a big property, all the way from where we've walked up to here. I think this goes in hundreds of millions, you know. Claro. Sure. You know. I suppose this is the road that leads to the sewerage, but I'm not still sure. I'm not yet sure, you know, guys. So, you know, I'm seeing sewage trucks, a lot of sewage trucks. So guys, I think it might be something here. I'm not really sure, but you know, it's the Ministry of Water and Irrigation, and as you can see, there are a lot of sewage trucks over there. So I suppose it might be where sewage is disposed, you know. So that's Ruai for you. Exhaust truck, you know. Very busy road that's linked to the Ministry of Water, Sanitation and Irrigation. So I suppose that's where sewerage falls under, or waste disposal falls under. That area that we were is kind of restricted, you know. So that's it, but this is the consistency of this particular road. Truck after truck, truck after truck, and most of the trucks are exhauster trucks. Most of the trucks are exhauster trucks, you know. That's Ruai for you. So guys, consider subscribing, you know, tap in, you know, let's grow the movement. This is where Ruai market is. You know, a lot of vendors sell their produce over there. The expansion of this particular road into a dual carriage really made it easy for people to, you know, go through the bypass. So I think it's very great. Yo guys, so there's a guy by the name Nelly Mchoraji who was attacked around that particular area, you know. Even made me know the name of this particular place, like it's called Mawendili. So this is the entrance of Ruai, and nearly got to experience that, you know. A motorbike man wanted to, you know, get his camera. So sometimes it's always risky while bringing this content out to get to meet different types of people. Somebody slept bad, they have their own stresses, they're on road, man, and they want, you know, to substitute, you know, all their frustration on you, man. And some are just thieves, man, but sometimes that's what people undergo, man, like just to, you know, to bring these videos out there, you know. So for me, I just want to say, Nelly, it was good, you know. God protected you. Yeah, so guys, all we can ever ask is just support, you know. For me, I'll just say subscribe. Then there's also a creator by the name Gidi Akali who was commenting about, you know, vlogging within the city, how it's risky compared to the village, you know. But for me, I always say, man, if it's your day, it's your day, you know. Death is inevitable, so you gotta risk sometimes, at least. If you get to see how Africa is, how Nairobi is, you know, or wherever place for that matter it is, man. People have invented these softwares, people of God, you know, children of God. They've invented this thing. So for me, I just feel like it would be right to say that we are in the new domain. Should tap into the new domain, into the future, man, because these things you can't use in private. So for me, I'd say I'd keep on checking my content out there, you know, and I'd just say keep on supporting. So this is where Ruai gets to start, you know. This is where Ruai gets to start, and this is Kangundo Road. This is Kangundo Road for that matter. This is Kangundo Road for that matter. So Kangundo Road basically is from Kangundo. Is from, let me retrace back. So Kangundo basically is a road that, you know, branches off the outer ring road, and it goes all along to Tala, passing by, I suppose, Kangundo. Yeah, but this is Ruai for you. This is where Ruai starts. This is Vantage Center. When it gets to flood, I saw a lot of water, you know. Over here we have Ruai Family Hospital. Over here we have Ruai Family Hospital. I think this is one of the founding hospitals in Ruai, or among the many health facilities within Ruai. So this road goes all the way to Chala, all the way to Kangundo, and I think someday we shall try and visit those particular places by God's grace, you know. This is your sign to plant more trees if you are able, you know. It will be here 100 years after you're gone, man. This is your sign, man, like to plant more trees if you are able, if you have some space. Yeah. And that dog is barking. En español, ¿cómo se dice? Dog. In español, perro. You know. So simply, I'm just saying like a dog in Spanish. You know. It's called. They call it perro. You know. This is your sign, man. Good varieties over here. But Kenya is among the top exporters of flowers. Some cabro, calvats. Okay, so guys, I think over here there is a gym. I think if you're into fitness and those kind of things, a good one. So this is one of the residential estates in Ruai, and they are very, very good houses. Very, very tranquil area. Very, very tranquil area. You know, I can say this is where the rich hide in Ruai, man. This is where I can say the rich hide in Ruai, or I don't know how you stratify, people are stratified, but I'd say it's some place where it's tranquil. There is calmness, you know. In Espanol we say tranquilo, 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 tranquility, you know. So guys, as I've been touring Ruai, I've met two individuals, two young boys, Simon and his friend. So I'll ask them what they love about Ruai and about living within this locality.
Imetulia, haina kelele, iko sawa.
What do the gates of heaven look like, you know? tulia kiasi. Hello guys, so nimekutana hapa na youthful guy na mbogi yake. He's with this community. They are from playing football, evening training. So I'll ask him just a little question, one question. What he loves about Githunguri or Ruai?
Yeah, so in Ruai, where I stay, the best thing that I love in Githunguri, it provides us with ready market. Yeah, the market is near. We have a good field here where we can have some exercise, evening exercise, which even helps us in our body. And the area also has schools which are near. Yeah.
Awesome. I love that. Hello guys, so I'll be interviewing Purity. I've just met her around Githunguri Ruai. So Purity, what do you love about Githunguri or Ruai?
There's one thing, secure. The security here is much better than the other places I've been.
Okay, it's very secure.
Yeah, there are not a lot of theft cases like some many places.
Okay.
And there are not a lot of kidnapping in this area. So.
Okay. Also, I've witnessed like it's very organized. And is it peaceful or tranquil?
Peaceful.
Yeah.
Peaceful. There are not a lot of noise around.
Okay. Thank you, Purity.